Welcome to Baxter Bell Yoga. I'm Baxter Bell. I have 3 quick requests for you and then we'll get right into our video practice for today. Number 1, please check out my website, baxterbell.com, where you can find access to my online yoga classes. You can find opportunities to dive deeper into your yoga learning, and you can find more free content. Number 2, please reach out to me personally at baxterbell.com if you'd like to set up a one-on-one session to improve your overall yoga practice, or if you'd like to address any health issues that you have with yoga therapy. Number 3, if you enjoy this video and you find it helpful, please like it when you're done. That would be really helpful. So that's it. Let's take a look at what our practice for today is. All right, thanks for joining me today. I'm very excited about today's pose. It is a variation on a pose that I've done before called the Dynamic Goddess Monster Stomp. So as a quick review, Goddess pose involves the feet about so far apart, the knees bending, and the arms coming up into the goddess or bird wing position. All right, so that's Goddess position. The Dynamic Monster Stomp version of that I shared with you a while back involves coming into the goddess position and then using the feet to kind of propel oneself up and off to the side. So I'm using my opposite foot to kind of get me to go to the side, and then eventually I kind of come up for a moment, stomp lightly down, come up to the other side. You'll notice both knees stay a little bit bent as I'm doing this. And I'm working with agility and balance and trying to land my feet back where they started. So version 2.0, which we're going to do today, involves this maneuver that almost feels like you're getting on and off a bicycle or a horse, where we're going to pivot forward and back instead of just going side to side. So it's going to add a little more agility and mobility practice into already a pretty fun little practice. So let's go ahead and come into the goddess position. Let's do a couple of variations of Dynamic Goddess Monster Stomp 1.0, and then we'll shift into 2.0 after we've kind of warmed up. So the first thing to do is just lift that left heel and rock a little to the right and then come back to center. Lift the right heel, rock a little bit to the left and come back to center, and then see if you can launch for a moment. We just stay for a moment, we'll just pause for a second in space and then come back down. Let's do that one more time to each side. Good, and you can use your eyes if it's helpful. And now we're going to pivot on that right foot and step forward as if we're getting onto a bike or onto a horse, and then we're going to step right back and try to find that spot where we started from. And then again, we're going to pivot forward and around, and then we're going to pivot back to center. Let's do that again, coming forward, and then bringing it back, and then coming forward and bringing it back. Good. Let's come back to variation number 1, just going side to side a couple times. A little bit steadier and easier there. And then let's suspend for a moment. Let's try to hang out for a breath or two off to the side. Bring the foot down, and let's suspend to the other side for a moment. Beautiful. And then come back down. Straightening the arms and legs. Release the arms down. Bring the legs together. Give everything a nice little shake out. Roll the shoulders a little bit and stand in mountain pose, taking a breath or two just to get regrounded and recentered after that agile dynamic movement forward and back, twisting and turning forward and back. So nice little pivoting maneuvers. Certainly in these uncertain days that many of us have been working and living through, you have to be able to pivot on a moment's notice, it seems like. So it's nice to be able to do that on the physical level with some integrity. So play with that today, the Dynamic Goddess Monster Stomp 2.0, and enjoy. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and YouTube at Baxter Bell Yoga. Join me for a live streaming class sometime soon. And thank you so much for joining me. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Thanks everyone. Namaste.